Hi, have you ever thought you heard your name being called and it was no one around? It is possible, just possible, that you may have heard your name being called from the realm of the spirit, heaven itself. Hmm. Let's talk about it. Listen, like, and subscribe, and leave your comment. I want to hear from you. Let's talk about hearing right out of the realm of the spirit. Hi, Cheryl here with FYI Friday 15-minute Bible study series. Let's jump right in. I said in the trailer that it is possible that you may have heard you being called out of the spirit realm. You know, some of us have had experiences and we call it like heaven on earth. That's a great turn of phrase. The word heaven has been used many types of ways. We who are believers know that it is a locale, but it's also a spirit realm for us now. No one can go in and out of heaven like it's going to the store or the bank or the job or church, but it is a spirit realm. So when I left you last week, we left off at verse 12 of chapter 14 of Revelations. So today, let's pick up from verse 13. John, the disciple that saw what he saw and what he wrote in an open vision. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labor and their works do follow them. So let's speak about that. John said, I heard a voice from heaven. It is very possible. Very possible. Those of us who know the Bible, we know the story about how Samuel was kept hearing his name when he was a child. And finally, Eli, the priest, said, Answer, right? The spirit realm, there is the divine and the dangerous. And the Bible warns us against it. So it is a real realm. But to hear from it, it makes sense. So many people, when they read the book of Revelation, they said they just can't get with it. They can't understand. But in their own lives, they have had the experience that feeling like they have been called or feel like they've been watched. Somebody is watching them. These are real realms. The spirit realm as well as the physical realm. So John heard a voice telling him, Write. He was to write a specific thing. And it said, Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Remember, you got to keep the content in contextual understanding. Verse 11 and 12 was talking about the people who accept the beast, his image, and his name. Then it talked about those who will come to know the things of God at that time period. Well, now Paul is writing about that same time period. Remember, I said last week that those people would be rewarded? Well, he's writing here now. Henceforth, mean from this point on, those who got the courage, the strength to say, Yes, I believe that God is the Son of God, Jesus, Yahweh. All right. I can get tongue twisted on here, but I understand and believe it as I should be believing it. But there will be some that will come into the understanding that there is a God who sent his son wrapped up in flesh that he may manifest on the earth a life that it was victorious. So John wrote what was said. Blessed are the dead, those people that then when they die, that they would be blessed. And they would not only be blessed, but that they have function in, and their works do follow them. We have talked about it before, talking about judgment, that there is an appointed time for judgment, that I, just like you, will be judged for everything said, every deed done. Nothing is hidden from God who made the sun and the moon. You and I may think it's hidden from people, but nothing is hidden from our God. So the saints, again, believers, yea, said the Spirit. When you read this verse, you'll see that it's a capital S. That is so very important for you to understand, because you, as well as myself, we are made up of three parts: spirit, small s, soul, and body. But when we talk about the spirit realm, and when we talk about God, the spirit that he is a capital S. So as you study out this verse, make sure that you do that. All right. I do have cross references for you today, but I want you to know that when this time happens, that you should make sure that you are either not on the earth expecting it and experiencing it, but someone in our families, people that we love and know, they will experience it. And if God gives you the unction, you need to spread and share this word. Here's some cross references. Luke 21, verse 27. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Why would I give you that cross reference? Because the last verse of the day, it says this, verse 14 in chapter 14, Revelation. John said, and I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man. The Son of Man, what does that mean? That's a title that Jesus gave himself. It is relational. It is to remind us that he is God and man. It's a title. It reminds the believer that he understands what you're going through. He, without sin, lived in the environments to understand the hearts and minds and challenges of people. So on his head is a golden crown. And in his hand, this verse says, is a sharp sickle. So I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man. It then says, with authority, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Well, what is a sickle? It is a farming tool. It cuts, and this lets you know that the harvest of souls is what the Lord is after. The Lord is not a farmer, not for fruit and vegetables, but he is desirous of harvesting souls, that they who love him willingly on their own come to him. Here's another cross reference, Mark 4 and 29. But when the grain is ripe, at once he puts in the sickle, because the harvest have come. That is an appointed time that we're talking about, the harvest of souls. You know, a few weeks back, we read where it says, all have been heard, the matter, the end of the matter done. I am praying that you are one of the people who can say, I have fought a good fight. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. That's what I am desiring of. And this programming, it is not in vain, because if one comes, the Bible says that the angels in heaven rejoice. The Lord is calling your name. Whether you hear it in the spirit or feel the tugging in your heart, don't be on the side where when he cuts with the sickle, the harvest of souls that's for him will rejoice. Them who are on the other side, they go into eternal punishment. I'm Cheryl. This is FYI Friday, the Book of Revelation study series. I hope you enjoy it. I really do. I am a lover of the Lord and a doer of his word, and it pains our Father that them who say they love him do not take the time to read his word, to learn of his character. You know, salvation is so important, but it is the ground level of a building. We all got to come in through the groundwork of salvation. But then I invite you to take the escalator up, that you may understand that there is meat of knowledge for you to grasp. And you can start right here, studying for yourself that is offered up. Revelation chapter 14, verse 13 and 14 is what we did today. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. May it go well with you and your family. I hope to see you next week. See you then.
Hey, when I look at everything that God blessed me with, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm honored, I'm grateful, I'm humbled, I'm thankful, I'm truly grateful. Hey, I went through the storm, I wandered around the wilderness, ran through muddy waters, I got stuck and tore my ligaments. I'm a product of the mountains and valleys, but in a spirit sense, God wrote the story, I came out of it a lyricist. Hey DJ, turn up the volume, I'm kicking knowledge, I ain't got a bachelor or doctorate, but I'm a scholar, alright. Proverbs speaking, psalms singing, I was crucified with Jesus' palms bleeding, all that see I overcame the darkest night. Look to my right, look to my left, see God's hand at every step. Look to my woman, the sweetest gift, then look again, she heaven sent. Look to my brethren, the vigilance, look to my family, significant. Look at my progress, magnificent. Look at my conscience, it's innocent. Look at my hope, it's infinite. Look at my life, the second chance. Look at nature, his fingerprints. Look all around, the evidence, yeah. See, when I look at everything that God blessed me with, I'm grateful.